Yeah, I don't know. It's a 2.5. It's a 3. It's a 4. It's like a 4, dude. You know. Thanks for submitting, brother. Next. What up, my brothers, my sisters, my boy, my girl, my people? We're back. This is part 30. Wow, I can't believe there's been 30 of these episodes. That's 300. Well, there's a couple where I did like 20. I did a couple speed rounds. I've had over 300 of you guys on this episode or on this show by now. Golly gee, I got 750 in my folder here. 750 more, brother. That's going to be a lot of episodes. This is part 30. Let's get right into it. All right, this is interesting. This is a DW Performance drum kit, I think. I got the same one. Absolutely love it. It is a performance. I can tell by the snare drum. We're doing the side tom thing. That's growing on me. It's not like I hated it. I actually like it, but it's starting to grow on me more in terms of like, I want to go back to that. I used to set up like that all the time. I get having the toms in front of you, even though I say it's to the side because it's to the side of the bass drum, brother. This is more in front of you. I dig it. We got a cowbell on the bass drum. Ride is in the perfect spot. We got a high china. Okay. Don't get me twisted on the boom stand thing. A lot of you guys are getting the wrong idea thinking I hate a boom cymbal. It's not the case at all, dude. It's not the case. I saw a couple drum kits with a boom stand for no reason, so I mentioned it. Now everyone's like, you hate boom stands, brother. Not the case. I don't like me an unnecessary boom stand. I guess everything here is pretty necessary. They just sometimes look funny. You're going to tell me I don't look funny? Look at that splash and crash in the front. We're doing the YMCA, brother. Overall, this drum kit is pretty solid. It's like a 7.9, dude. It's your rate almost at an 8. You know, we're in the high 7s. Looks good. Love the pedal placement. Didn't talk about that. That's perfect down there. Drum with Lawrence. Beautiful drum kit. Next, brother. This is the next drum kit we're looking at. The Iron Lung 415. What's up, brother, from the 415? What is that? San Francisco, I think? Don't ask me why I know some area codes, brother. I toured a lot, all right? And I pay attention to that kind of stuff. All right. Drum heads need a heat gun. My boy, we're dented to shit here. Ride placement's good. I like the 2 crashes in the front here. That looks pretty cool to me right now. I don't know, sometimes I don't really love that. I want to see that right crash a little bit more like behind the ride. But we got the China back there up high. A little stacker boy tilted away from the kit. I like that angle. This drum kit is speaking to me, right? But like there's some things that don't visually look that great. I think it's just the drum heads, really. But setup wise, I mean, he's got it looking pretty good. Those pedals are straight as hell. Brother is let me see. What's he doing? What's something you got to do and be real straight, real postured up? Like my boy's in the army or some shit. You know, he's like holding the rifle, fucking walking. I'm giving it an 8, even though the heads are they look all dented, and it, you know, that usually affects the rating. I feel like this is a pretty clean setup, dude. Look at all the toms are right there in the pocket. Hi-hat looks good. Got a snare weight on there. Those are pretty sick. Yeah, that's an 8. Thanks for submitting, my boy. Next. This one is, brother's name is The Drink. And brother's got, oh man, what are we doing here? Okay. Is he open hand player? All the symbols are to the left, my boy. We got some toms that are looking funky. We got an upside down floor tom. I mean, what happened? Tasmanian devil ran through this jar. What do we got? Paint cans all around the kit? I don't know what's going on here. Was this like purposely set up like this to send in to me so I would say something about it? That's almost what I'm thinking. I mean, brother's floor tom is upside down, dude. If this is a real drum kit and I'm really taking this serious, it's bad. No offense, brother. You could fix it. Couple minor adjustments. You're right in action, dude. I'm curious if you're playing. I mean, you're obviously an open hand player. That's what I think. You're a lefty. Boy, this is like a 3, dude. You know, maybe a 4. I mean, it's hard to take it serious type thing. If it works for you, that's cool. If anything, drop the tom so it's angled towards you. You don't have to have it flat, but angle it towards you. Why is it angled to the right? You know? It's always interesting when people do that. Like maybe it helps you go around the kit. Yeah, I don't know. It's a 2.5. It's a 3. It's a 4. It's like a 4, dude. You know? Thanks for submitting, brother. Next. All right, next up, we got the white, the matte white. Is that a D-drum Diablo? Remember those Diablo kits? I had one. It was like the matte blue finish with the matte white hardware. They were doing matte colors back then. It's like an older drum kit. I don't even know if they're still making them. And I don't even know if this is a D-drum Diablo. And it's looking pretty cool. I like the room that we're in here. What is this room? It looks interesting. It almost looks like an RV or something, dude. Is this an RV? There's a window. This is a camper, dude. Yo, that's dope as hell. I fuck with this. You drive around and like, what do? Drop a comment, brother. The Liquor Drummer. All right, let's see. Drum kit. We got a rack on this bitch. We got a couple crashes. We got a Holy Crash. Little baby, little ride cymbal. That thing looks small as hell, but it's okay. A couple splashes, a little stacker. Okay, it's not blowing me away, but it's definitely, like if I were to sit down on this drum kit and get ready to play a gig, I don't think I'd have to adjust many things. Actually, I probably wouldn't adjust anything. I think I'm sitting down and ripping. You know, this is a ripper. This is like a, if this was the house kit, oh, I'm not even loading in my drums. I'm playing that. What's up, brother? It's, you know, this setup, I'm going to call it an 8. That's what I'm going to say. I don't feel fair calling it like in the 7s. I was going to say like a 7.5 or something just because like maybe the photo, even though I love that we're in a camper, if it was on a stage with lighting, it would look better. Just period. You know, that's just what it is. But I'm going to say 8 because just looking at the setup, I dig it. One up, one down. We got the ride cymbal right in there. I'd bring the ride in a little bit more. I mean, it's an 8. Appreciate it. Next. Okay, we got tape all over the drums here. Boomers are going crazy right now. There's some 57-year-old dude out there that's watching this video screaming, pulling his hair out.
Learn how to tune your drums. If you just learned how to tune them.
Fucking hate that take. All right, what do we got? We got 2 up, 1 down. Ride cymbal hovering over the 12. I love to see it. Got another crash cymbal, a stack to the right. And then on the left side, we got a crash and a splash. We got Remo heads in that Remo EMAD, the Remad thing. Because Remo knew that Evans hit the nail on the head with that bass drum head. And the minute that patent was up, they were like, get one. Design it. Got an Aquarian snare head that's interesting. I think you'd have a Remo on there. Something about it just looks kind of... Something looks funky here. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the space between the floor tom and snare. I know it's petty, and like, you know, it's not that big of a deal, but looks-wise, I like to see it closer, my boy. You know, it's a 7. That's what I'm saying. I think the tape is like throwing me off too. That splash cymbal is in trouble, my boy. That thing's dented to hell. Is that a little Wuhan? I'm gonna go 7.5. That's what I'll say. 7.5. What do you guys think? Drop a comment. Did I get this right? Zach Woods 31. Thanks for submitting, my brother. Appreciate you. Oh, yo, is that Welsh tuning system? You guys know what I'm talking about? Actually, that's not it. Oh, dang. Okay, so I thought it was that. I think most of you guys have seen that you can tune the drum. It's got like wires all around it. I thought that's what that was, but actually this is I know what this is. That's an SJC. I can tell by the bass drum claws that's some sort of cool designed SJC drum kit. Now I'm curious what it looks like, but damn, this setup is very clean, dude. I mean, that's like how you do it. No double bass pedal. Interesting. I wonder what kind of music you guys are playing, because most of the time when you see an SJC drum kit, 9 out of 10 times it's a metal guy. Definitely double bass pedals hooked up to that SJC bass drum. But in this case, there's not. So I'm like, okay, they could just be doing like some rock stuff. But I see he's got a cowbell on the bass drum. He's got an X click. I'm sure you sent this in like October. If you're still watching this channel, drop a comment. I want to check out your band, brother. I mean, dude, it's like almost a 10. I could say 10, but it's definitely a high 9. I'm going like 9.5, dude. It's almost a 10. I don't know what it needs. Maybe it's just the color of the pick. Fuck it, it's a 10, dude. It's perfect. Look at the ergonomics, are set up great. Look at the placement of everything. Soak this in right now if you're struggling setting up a drum kit. If your brother, who I gave a 4, look at this drum set, dude. Look at the hi-hat, the splash, and the crash cymbal on the left. Staggered, going up the stairs. It's a stairway to heaven, my boy. But yeah, thanks for submitting, my fucking brother. Next. Woo! My brother or sister, perhaps. We got the pink drum kit. This is an old Tama. Or is this that new Tama that they designed to look old? No, I don't think it is. Damn, look how quickly I answered my own question. I think this is an older drum kit. Metal Tama snare drum. What is it? Brass, copper, I'm not really sure. This looks sick. Now the cymbal placement, a lot of it isn't what I would do. It's not like really pleasing to the eye, but it kind of is. I think it might just be because of how clear and how clean everything is. I mean, we got fresh drum heads. You can tell his pedals are set up pretty damn good. He's got his ergonomics. For the, you know, all the important stuff is good. Like that China's kind of high and up there, but it works for him. Hey, it works for brother. This is beautiful, but it doesn't fully get me there, but it's high. It's up there, my boy. I wonder what gig this is. Got a bunch of chairs just sitting in an open room, my boy. What do we got? Some sort of a service of some sort? Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say this drum kit, it's an 8.5, which is a damn good rating. It's up there. It's like almost a 9, you know? Obviously, this cymbal placement works for you, but visually, when I'm looking at it, if we could bring it all in a little, just tighten it in a little bit, brother. I'd have probably said a 10, but that's an absolutely beautiful drum kit. Love that snare drum. Got me a rocking sock too, brother. Stop playing with him. With the rocking sock in the John. Next, thanks for submitting, dude. Elliott K sent in a picture of his drum kit. This is a nice looking room too. It looks cozy, looks inviting, looks warm. We got a TV, we got some sound panels. This is a drum room right here, my boy. And we got ourselves a little drum kit. Bass drum mounted tom. Love that. We got a trigger installed on the kit. We got a, we got a 2 from Sleep Token crash cymbal, my boy. Fucking brother. Those Istanbuls with the dimples in them. I believe 2 is rocking those and they sound cool. They're nice and they're trashy sounding. All right. I want to see this from more behind, you know, like we're at the side. It's okay. It'll work, but I'm already seeing that hi-hat stand. It's pissing me off, brother. God bless you. I don't know how you do that. I absolutely would not be able to do that. I understand that's what some people are doing and that's like, it's comfortable, I guess. But for me, man, if I looked down and saw my hi-hat angled to hell 7 inches away from my left side bass pedal, it would, I mean, what do we, I'd immediately change that. I'd immediately be like, what the hell is going on here, brother? I mean, we got the ride in a good spot. Crash above it. I feel like this dude knows what he's doing on drums. Probably a solid player, but he's just one of them dudes that's setting up like that, you know? Like Danny Carey with his hi-hat in the front. Can't hate on it. I'm going to rate it lower, you know, because I don't like it. It's a personal thing. How you going to tell if a brother's ripping on a drum kit, especially when they're way better than me? I can't tell them that they're doing something wrong, you know. But just visually right here, what I'm seeing, I'm also going to get you at a 7. I feel like it's a 7, but I feel like it will be higher. Like if I saw the picture from directly behind, I feel like it'd be a little higher. And the hi-hat thing is the only thing I can say here. You know what I mean? Why are we doing that, my boy? What the hell? I'm just kidding. It's okay. All right, thanks for submitting, Elliot. Next. Okay, see drummer 666. Brother's playing for the devil himself. And we got a lefty. You guys know what we got to do. We got to flip this. I'm sorry, my lefty brothers and sisters. I love you guys very much. I hope you understand. I just got to flip it so my brain doesn't hurt. You know what I mean? Oh my God, instantly this is just feels better. Feels better to look at. Okay, let's start breaking this big, beautiful beast down. This is a big, beautiful beast. We got a whole rack. The left side of the rack, I feel like we got to fill in some more stuff, you know? Like God forbid we throw a floor tom over there. Yo, literally, if you threw that one floor tom, what do you got, a 16, 18? Let's just call it that. Drop the 18 to the left or whatever, vice versa, whatever. And that immediately looks like way more filled in. But then again, I see you got that China to the right. So that would look funny without a floor tom underneath it. Blah, blah, blah. They're playing some metal. Got some mega bells, couple rides. Bunch of splashes in the front over them toms. They're probably playing just the most brutal shit you can imagine. We got another drum kit to the left, just shells. What are we doing, brother? You painting shells? Why don't you call me? There's that China symbol again we saw yesterday. And someone commented and said what it was, and I already forgot. I'm going to ask again, but it's a minor. It looks good. This drum kit here, okay, even though it's a lefty, that's minus 2.5 points, my boy. I'm just kidding. No, but really, what am I rating this? You know what I'm going to say here? Because I do like it, even though there's a lot of things I don't really love all the time, this is sick. This is actually really sick. I'm going 8.5. That's what I'm saying, 8.5. Even like an 8.8. What a random ass number. It's like just under the 9. Honestly, I feel like this would be a 10, dude. It would complete what I want to see if we just had something else to the left. A side snare, something like that. But regardless, beautiful drum kit. I dig it. Thanks for submitting. We got one more to look at. All right, this is Josh DeFunk. Got a side snare, a little piccolo. Or not a piccolo. That's one of them M80, little 10-inch snares. Pearl drum kit. We got a bell over top of the ride. I don't get it. I don't get that. Sorry, it's not your fault. So many people do that. Matt Griner does it. It's like the ride has a bell. Doesn't it? Doesn't it fucking literally have a bell right there? Just hit it. Okay, I don't know. Anyways, this is cool. This is beautiful. Couple boomed in crashes. Getting right over top of that ride. That's how you use a boom, because you got it right in that spot. You don't just have one to the left with nothing in the area. Boomed. Bass drum is completely packed full of shit, and I ain't mad at it. In fact, that's what I do too. Fill it right up, brother. I just want a little thud. I don't need a note. I don't need tone in my bass drum. Sometimes I do. It depends. But like 7 out of 10 times, I got a pillow in that jam. We got moon gels on the drums. It's one of those drum kits where if I were to sit down on it, I wouldn't adjust anything. I could rip. I'm ripping this drum kit right off the bat. It's a 7.5. A 7 is just like a mid-grade regular drum kit. This is a little bit above that because I like the bells and whistles we got going on, but it doesn't fully blow me away. But I mean, if I looked at it, I would be like, yeah, damn, that's a nice setup right there. 7.5, 7.7, I could say, whatever. Thanks for submitting. I like the snare drum. I like the kit. It's nice. But thank you everybody if you send in your drum kit. If it's been a couple months and I still haven't got yours, I'm real sorry. I'm working on it. I really am. It'll be soon. Drop a comment, share, subscribe, like, blah, blah, blah. All the YouTuber stuff that they tell you to do. Subscribe. Motherfucking brother. Love you. Bye.